Christ is in our midst. Today, on Saturday, March 30th, we commemorate the second Saturday of Great Lent, as well as the memory of St. John Climacus, the righteous, author of the ladder of divine ascent, St. Sosthenes, Apollos, Cephas, Caesar, and Epaphroditos, the apostles of the 70, and St. Zacharias the New Martyr. Regarding St. John Climacus, the righteous author of the divine ladder of ascent, this saint gave himself over to ascetical life from his early youth, experienced both in the solitary life of the hermit and the communal life of the Cenobitic monasticism. He was appointed abbot of the monastery at Mount Sinai and wrote a book containing 30 homilies on virtue. Each homily deals with one virtue, and progressing from those that deal with holy and righteous activity, praxis, unto those that deal with divine wisdom and with divine vision, theoria. Oftentimes we hear this in orthopraxia and orthodoxia. And so the idea of love and all of these things is not attainable for us unless we can achieve holy action. And so this is the guidebook allowing us to reach ascetical heights. This is why St. John of the Ladder is used on the fourth Sunday of Great Lent to remind us of prayer and fasting and the ascetical struggles that lead us to salvation. For this cause, his work is called the Ladder of Divine Ascent. The day he was made abbot of Sinai, the prophet Moses was seen giving commands to those who served at table. St. John reposed in 603 at 80 years of age. With the rivers of your tears, you have made the barren desert fertile. Through sighs of sorrow from deep within you, your labors have borne fruit 100-fold. By your miracles, you have become a light shining upon the world. O John, our Holy Father, pray to Christ our God to save our souls. From St. Paul's letter to the Hebrews, this for the second Saturday of Great Lent. Brethren, take care, lest there be in any of you an evil, unbelieving heart, leading you to fall away from the living God. But exhort one another every day, as long as it is called today, that none of you may be hardened by the deceitfulness of sin. For we share in Christ, if only we hold our first confidence firm to the end. While it is said, today, when you hear his voice, do not harden your hearts, as in the rebellion. Who were they that heard and yet were rebellious? Was it not all those who left Egypt under the leadership of Moses? So in other words, today, don't give up. As long as it is still today, I can get up again. I can try again. Never despair. The Gospel according to Mark. At that time, Jesus went out to a lonely place, and there he prayed. It was Jesus Christ's custom. Every time he would do a great miracle, he would then retreat to a place by himself to pray. And Simon and those who were with him pursued him, and they found him and said to him, everyone is searching for you. And he said to them, let us go on to the next towns, that I may preach there also, for that is why I came out. And he went out throughout all Galilee, preaching in their synagogues and casting out demons. And a leper came to him, beseeching him, and kneeling said to him, if you will, you can make me clean. Moved with pity, he stretched out his hand and touched him, and said to him, I will be clean. Now this is important because lepers represent sin. Because leprosy, a necrotic disease, symbolizes death itself. As their noses are falling off, their ears are falling off, their fingers are falling off, it's death itself. Jesus Christ, before I even get to that, leprosy is a contagious disease, so people would be separated. It was not until Basil the Great that we had, leper colonies where people would be able to get care in groups. They had to walk around with placards, basically letting people know, a leper's coming through, get away, don't touch them because they could defile you, they could get you sick. So when Jesus touches, he is showing that he is not afraid of the leprosy. We're also seeing another double entendre here, because Jesus Christ is life itself. He casts out death. And so he saves this leper, forgives him of his sins, brings death out of him, because that's what sin is. It is death. And so Christ came that he might save us. This is why he came, he says. And immediately the leprosy left him, and he was made clean. And he sternly charged him, and sent him away at once, and said to him, see that you say nothing to anyone, but go, show yourself to a priest, and offer for your cleansing what Moses commanded for proof to them. Now this is, again, the double entendre. One, in order to become part of the social group again, you had to go to a priest. The priest would have to say, okay, you're clean, if a miracle took place. And then you could get brought back into society. If you didn't have that, you could not get back in society. So, this is also another double entendre because this is now talking about confession. Because when we confess to Jesus Christ, we are healed of our sins. And then we go to the priest for confession, and then we're completely washed clean. So confession is not a magical ceremony. It's not something that we wave a magic wand and then suddenly your sins are forgiven. It is necessary for us to pray. It's necessary for us to cry in front of our icons. So when people say to me, Father Dimitri, can't I just confess to Christ? Well, you better confess to Christ before you go to the priest. But the second part is necessary as well.
I hope that you've enjoyed today's spiritual calisthenics. Have a blessed and wonderful day.